Hello, and welcome back to the Hanaz Writers Weekly Podcast. I am Mohammed, your host for today, and it's always a joy to share these moments with you. Here at Hanaz Writers, we believe that every season carries lessons for creativity and life itself. Now, as I'm recording this episode, summer is slowly drawing to a close. The days feel a little shorter, the evenings are much cooler, and autumn is just around the corner. Today's episode is all about that transition, reflecting on the summer we've just had, embracing the arrival of autumn, and exploring what this seasonal shift can mean for us, for both writers as well as creators. So grab yourself a notebook and let's reflect together. Beginning with the first segment, which is looking back at summer. Summer often feels like a burst of energy. It's that time of the year when daylight stretches into the evening, our schedules feel much looser, and also many of us may take time away from work or studies. So I'll ask you to do the following. Think about your own summer for a moment. Do you feel as though it was filled with travel and adventure? Did you spend more time with family and friends? Or maybe it was a quieter season where you finally gave yourself permission to slow down. As writers, summer always has a way of inspiring us. Maybe you found yourself jotting down story ideas while sitting in the park, or perhaps you finally opened that book you've been meaning to read for months. Summer teaches us the importance of presence, of soaking in moments as they happen. But summer also challenges us. With so much movement and energy, it can be very easy to let routine slip or to feel like time has run away from us. I ask you to ask yourself the following. Did you set creative goals for yourself this summer? And were you able to meet them? Or do you feel like there's still some work to do? These reflections matter because looking back gives us perspective. Summer may be ending, but the lessons it offered can shape how we approach the coming months. The next segment is the symbolism of autumn. Now let's turn our attention to autumn. For many of us, autumn is a season where we associate with change. The leaves begin to turn, mornings become more crisp, and all of a sudden, there's a subtle reminder that the year itself is moving forward. In literature and poetry, autumn often symbolizes maturity, reflection, and transformation. Autumn is the middle ground between the energy of summer and the stillness of winter. For writers, that symbolism is powerful. Autumn invites us to look forward, to find stillness, and to find time to create. Think about the atmosphere, the golden leaves, the sound of them crunching under your feet, and the cool, gentle breeze that goes against your face. All of these sensory details are gifts for creative minds, as they offer us images, moods, and metaphors that can breathe life into your writing. But autumn also mirrors our own creative process. Where summer is playful and free, autumn is about grounding ourselves, building structure, and focusing on the long term. Autumn is the perfect season to begin new projects, to commit to new routines, and also to allow ourselves to deepen our creativity. The next segment is writers and seasonal shifts. As writers, we often draw inspiration from our surroundings. The changing of the seasons is one of the most reliable and natural sources of inspiration we have. Ask yourself, how does your writing change with the seasons? Do you find that summer gives you bursts of fresh ideas, while autumn helps you refine them? Or maybe you feel most productive in cooler months, when there's less distractions outdoors. For many, autumn offers the discipline we sometimes lack in summer. Schools and universities reopen, the workplace returns to full pace, and society as a whole regains structure. That rhythm can be a powerful ally for your creativity. Imagine using September and October as the foundation for your writing goals. What would it look like to dedicate an hour each morning to writing, inspired by the quiet autumn dawn? What if you use this season to finally begin that novel, short story, or the article you've been carrying in your mind all year? The seasonal shift is not just about the weather, it's about your mindset. Autumn encourages us to slow down, but to also focus. Just remember, autumn is a reminder that progress is not made in bursts. It's actually made in steady and consistent effort. The fourth segment is practical tips for writers this autumn. I would like to share a few practical ways you can use the autumn season to boost your writing and creativity. The first tip is to create a seasonal writing routine. With autumn structure, it's the perfect time to set a routine, even if it's just 20 minutes a day. Consistency matters more than duration. The second tip is to use autumn imagery in your writing. And this can be done by taking a walk and notice the world around you. Describe the leaves, the colors, the smells. Seasonal imagery can make your writing vivid and relatable. The third tip is to embrace reflection. Autumn is naturally reflective. Keep a journal, noting down lessons from summer and hopes for winter. Reflection can spark story ideas and deepen your perspective. The fourth tip is to connect with the community. Autumn is also a season of gathering. Whether it's through online groups, writing workshops, or our own Hanaz Writers community, connect with others to share your journey. The fifth and final tip is to set clear, achievable goals. Instead of overwhelming yourself with big dreams, break your goals into smaller milestones. For example, finish a story draft by October or write 2 blog posts before November. These small wins help to build momentum. Our fifth and final segment is a deeper perspective on seasons and creativity. If we step back for a moment, the shift from summer to autumn is part of a bigger cycle. Every season reflects a stage of life and creativity. Spring represents beginnings, fresh ideas, new projects, and hope. Summer brings energy, playfulness, and exploration. Autumn is just about maturing ideas, grounding ourselves, and preparing for what's next. Winter provides rest, silence, and the chance to reset. When we align our creative processes with these natural rhythms, we stop fighting against time and instead flow with it. Autumn does not demand speed or perfection. It asks for thoughtfulness, patience, and commitment. So as you enter this season, do not feel rushed. Just feel supported by the rhythm of the year itself. As we close today's podcast, I want to leave you with this thought. Seasons change, and so do we, but within each change lies opportunity. Summer may be ending, but its warmth remains in our memories and our lessons. Autumn is arriving with its golden colours and quiet strength, ready to guide us into new chapters of creativity and growth. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me today in this week's Hanaz Writers Podcast. I do hope this episode has given you something to reflect on as you move on to the next season ahead. Remember to stay connected with us at the Hanaz Writers website. Click the link in our bio, and you can also get access to our weekly blogs, our creative tools. We also have our own branded stationery, and we have recently just made a Telegram channel where you can join us to keep up to date with writing tips and also daily reminders. Also make sure to check out our TikTok, our Instagram, our YouTube, and all of our other social media platforms. I'm Mohammed, and this has been another episode of the Hanaz Writers Podcast. Until next time, keep writing, keep dreaming, and let the seasons inspire your story.